It was an older guy driving the Tesla, and the 392 came in hot around the corner, head-on collision, $20,000 worth of damage to the Tesla. And then after the collision, for whatever reason, the Tesla did not stop. I don't know if the dude forgot to hit the brakes or what the fuck. An older guy, and the guy does not have, he only has liability insurance on a Tesla. So he has to catch the guy in order for them to pay for the, it was a lady driving it and another guy. You can see their faces clear as day. I'm thinking it could have been a rental. It could have been a rental 392. As a matter of fact, I was looking in the Turo to see if there is a 392 out there, because I'd tell the guy, hey man, your car was in an accident. But there's very little, couldn't see, but the bumper on the Jeep is what hit the Tesla. So I don't think there's very much damage on the Jeep at all. If any, certainly scratches and stuff to the bumper, but that's it. Maybe a broken light on the bumper or something, fog light, who knows. But in any case, $20,000 of damage to the Tesla. And then the Tesla kept going for like 200 or 300 feet. The guy said he couldn't stop it for whatever reason. And then the Jeep was still sitting over there in the intersection. You could see it in the back camera. And then, boom, the Jeep takes off. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy did not stop at the scene of the accident. It kept rolling for whatever reason. I don't know what. He said it wouldn't stop. You know, I mean, maybe put your foot on the brake. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. But anyways, wow. Who knows? Maybe something did go awry that didn't allow the car to stop. But I'm very surprised airbags didn't deploy. You know, on the Jeep too. I mean, it was a pretty solid collision. The airbags should have popped on the Jeep, and these airbags should have popped probably too. But anyways, the guy had to have it towed to his house, and somewhere out there's a white 392 Jeep that smashed into a Tesla, and the two, older guy, and there was somebody sitting in the back seat too, took off. But I mean, you can see what they look like pretty clearly. And if it's their Jeep and the neighbors know them and they know the Jeep and they see that photo, they could definitely turn them in. You know what I'm saying? If they so desired. But if it's a rental, then I don't know if it is. I just did a search on Turo to see if there's a 392 Wrangler on there. There wasn't. At least I only did it for one day. It's unlikely that somebody's going to rent out their 392, and if they do, it's going to be up there, $500 a day, $400 a day. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to see too many of them on there. And to be honest with you, man, you really don't want to rent your 392. You don't want to rent that Jeep. I actually, you know, this Jeep is on Turo, but it's not. It's ghosted right now. I don't really want to rent it. No, see, if I go with the 392, you won't put on these heavy bumpers. You won't put on that heavy roof rack. These bumpers and that roof rack are way too heavy. You can go with lightweight aluminum bumpers if you want, or just leave the stock ones on. You'll go with this is a good front bumper. So, I mean, it'd be nice if I could take this one off, because it's got the winch and everything, and put it on the new car, but not likely. Put the other bumper on that, from that one on here, if shove came to push. But anyways, you won't do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? You probably won't have the tough stuff awning there. You'll go, I would like to stay with these type of rock rails, rock sliders. Those are good. They do make other ones that are way expensive, but I think these ones are adequate if they can work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you bought the Jeep, you would take some parts off of this one. If shove came to push, if these fit, I would consider it. If the bumper fit and the other one fit on here, I would consider it for sure. I mean, it's nice to have a winch and some off-road lighting. I don't know. The 40s are heavy. You'd have to get a TerraFlex spare tire carrier for your back of your Jeep. I'm sure that's probably $500. I haven't even priced it out, but I have seen someone put one on. The same guy that did the build with the 40s, he put a TerraFlex spare tire carrier on the back, and it holds it and everything. But he had to do some extra work because with the stock bumper is too high, and he has to get a different bumper so that he can put the tire closer to the door. But it does hold it, and it is pretty stout. It's a very stout spare tire carrier, TerraFlex, for 40-inch tires. It says the TerraFlex spare tire carrier maxes out at a 40-inch tire. That's as big as you can carry, as heavy as you can carry on it. All right, guys, I guess this thing stops at a certain amount of time now. I did not know that. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I guess if you're standing still, it stops. That's what it is. I don't know. Anyways, we came down here and did those two things. It's all we wanted to do. And I wanted to tell you about the Coyotes and the 392 and the head-on collision between the 392 and the Tesla. So we got some stuff to chew on. Wanted to tell you certainly about the lift kits that you can get for a 392 Hemi Jeep 2024. You know, they can range in price anywhere from $6,000 to you can go up to, this other lift kit is about $13,000. I'm sure the installation is set about $7,000 on that baby. That's $20,000, but you need other parts to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Brakes, all kinds of shit. You can get carried away with this shit. But anyways, I'm gonna shut you down right here. That's good enough for this video.